What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still is... have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I got to tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only going to lead to problems.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me. Jumping fiddlesticks.
I'm not moving my position. I will not move my position from quarterback to running back. I will not do that.
Well, this college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the USC Trojans. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over at first and 10 at their own 28-yard.
Washington to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Down the middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A nice throw there. Coach O'Brien, when you look at his quarterback position, he's got two great options, but opting to go with a hot hand, leaving Tommy Matthews on the sideline to start this semifinal.
And throughout this season, they kind of looked at what we would call the carousel approach at quarterback. But when they've made changes, Tommy Matthews has made the most of his time under center. But both of these quarterbacks are undefeated, and we know why. This defense has played so well throughout the season, and we know how loyal they are to their head coach because he was their former defensive coordinator. Now they just got to figure out who's going to guide this team at quarterback and carry them the rest of the way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That's how they envisioned it with the football to
scripted? Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0.
Tigers nothing.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Clemson takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Cooper. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Cooper now. Back to the air on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down. Well, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Trojans add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14. A short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Jewell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
That'll go as a pickup of 8.
33-yard line.
Going to hand to Jewell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Now Cooper on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's out, it's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Trying to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Cooper. And the throw going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Number 18, incomplete. It's
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's going to wind up incomplete. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
the Clemson Tigers, nothing.
USC gets set here, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, Cooper with it.
Nothing. I like it.
The 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Trojans add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive.
Settings. I want to put my camera on. trying to put my camera on, guys. That's what I'm trying to do.
You have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Cooper. And it's incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Cooper to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Running from the gun, Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cooper, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Hey, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
20-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Cooper's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Another nice throw that time. All that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the 2nd quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, You know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with him.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Boom!
Over the middle, complete. That's Cooper. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They go play action here on first down. Sheds another. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, here's the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Cooper throwing on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 3.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Cooper. And he's got Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the first.
At the 33-yard line.
On the carry, it's Jewell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 29, Cooper. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pick up there at 22. Here's 1st and goal, Clemson. Yards there, gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Jay on right side. There to make the grab. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in at the 3.
The Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get this only up to...
My phone's frozen. Hold on. One's frozen. Oh man, it froze. I don't know why it's frozen. YouTube. Tomorrow I'm gonna start.
About the 35.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just get on the score.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. He's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll get it inside the 40
If you're a
to
new
the 39.
subscriber, please subscribe.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And please comment so I see who it is.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Trojans come up now 1st and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
at the 3-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Trojans add on to their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tab.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
I'm sure they can't afford it anymore at this point. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The SC offense about set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Flushed out right. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That catch, I believe, will put him right at 200 yards for the game. Indeed, it does. 200 yards, he's been incredible. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Sliding out of the pocket. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Looking to throw. Going deep. Sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now, I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short game. 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A good-looking return set up here.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw again on second down. Cooper. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets a big yardage and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Back to throw is Cooper on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun. Cooper. Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
44, Tigers 7.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Cooper. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 7 yards on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes from their junior quarterback, the USC Trojans are moving on to play for a national title.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like, I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you're upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the USC Trojans.
You okay, son?
Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. Wait a my whole life for one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young Trojan quarterback. They trail at the break. Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national title game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper again the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Number 10.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Now an update, by the way, on Tommy Matthews still in the locker room. We're not hearing much in the way of details, but we are being told that his return to this ball game is doubtful. Lucky for Coach O'Brien, his team's got a pretty good alternative.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. The Trojans come up now first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Trojans have taken the lead.
Well, after the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. Because Coach O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this kid's going to be poised under pressure, and to me, he's a natural leader, and I concur with both of those statements.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And now, folks, we are getting confirmation on what we heard earlier about quarterback Tommy Matthews. He will not be returning to this football game.
And he started in this one after having not started in the semifinal, but they've gone back and forth all year long, and now with Tommy Matthews ruled out for the rest of the game, a national championship now rests on the shoulders of his high school teammate and friend. He gets his...
On first down, it's White. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Good for another Florida first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's White. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Jennings. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's Ellington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. As we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Jennings. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, here's White. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Marcus Jennings.
Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. White. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. 5-yard touchdown. And the Gators have jumped out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Brookings take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little work.
That's caught. Touchdown, USC. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Trojans have taken the lead. Well, since he's coming to the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the 3rd touchdown in this 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. 3rd touchdown in the 2nd half. He's taking his offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and when they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, White throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 23.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
White now on third down, and that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's White throwing on fourth down, and that's caught by Beasley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first and 10, White. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, White. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. They'll start the drive with Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
What I'll do is
battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. USC gets set here, 1st and 10.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They changed quarterbacks at half and did not miss a beat. Here they are, your national champions. And celebration time on that sideline. It took a change at quarterback as thoughts will turn to the condition of Tommy Matthews. But for now, jubilation as they are the national champions.
Well, Tommy's injury certainly was a setback. But the bond that these two kids had is really strong.
I'm going to the NFL
Although only one of the Heartbreak Kids was out there in the second half. Tommy's spirit was with him, and I believe it.
You hear from Mr. Matthews?
The hoodie gave it away.
He's stable. But we're only allowing family to go back right now.
That's
This season.
You think that's something? You should see it in person.
Oh, man. That's so cool. So much for coming and bringing this.
You kidding me? I wouldn't miss this for anything. Coach and the guys did their best. They waited as long as they could, but no one knew when you might wake up, so they had to catch their flights back. I told Coach I wasn't about to split up the Heartbreak Kid, so I stayed behind, make sure you were all right.
Thanks, man. I'm just glad you're here.
Hey, they did leave you the trophy. They wanted to make sure you had it when you woke up. How you feeling, buddy?
Like a sack of crap.
It's funny, because that's exactly what I was going to say you look like.
Hey, man. Promise me one thing.
Anything.
That you'll come back next year and we can win the championship together.
Next year? Let's just focus on getting you healthy. One day at a time, right?
Yeah. Doc said I shouldn't overdo it.
Did she say what caused all this?
Yeah. Something about the stress from my filthy roommate leaving his dishes lying around the apartment. She said if it weren't for that, I'd be the pinnacle of health.
Please.
Hey, seriously. You gotta start cleaning up after yourself. It's ridiculous.
Really? Right now? Yeah. Is that him? He's an hour early. Coach?
You look too disappointed.
No. I was just expecting Tommy. Come in. Care for a cupcake?
Oh, thanks.
So, you here for the party?
No. Give me a minute.
Okay, Coach.
Actually, I'm here to talk to you about next season.
Yeah, sure. Talk away.
It was something you said at the start of the season earlier. It really stuck with me. It's,
Something good, I hope.
well, it was something you said about treat your men like your beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. And that really got me. It got me thinking about the way I treat you boys, and I wasn't being fair to you, and Tommy for that matter, or the team.
Wow, Coach, I really appreciate that.
All that being said, I wanted to go into the off-season with everyone on the same page. I figured the best way that we could do that would be to announce a starter. Tommy's gonna be our starter.
But how could you possibly make that decision after the title game? Is Tommy even going to be able to play?
Yeah, I spoke with his doctor. Valve replacement surgery was great. He's gonna be right as rain.
Just don't understand.
I know this is hard for you. And it's hard for you to process, and I hope you believe me when I say that I take no joy in making this decision. I stand firmly behind it because, frankly, Tommy's a better fit for the offense.
What does this mean for me?
Well, it means that you are at a monumental crossroads in your life, and you've got two choices.
You
can enter the draft. Based on what you did last year, I'd say you'd be lucky to get picked in the 3rd round. But realistically, you're looking at a late round selection, if at all.
Jeez, don't sugarcoat it for me.
Well, I'm trying to be open and honest with you from this moment forward. I'm giving it to you as I would my own beloved son.
And my other choice?
Come back.
Well, the way I see it, you got too much raw athleticism to waste sitting on the bench. Talent is a true gift. And it's one that I'm going to give you the opportunity to show it to the world.
And how's that?
You get to pick a new position on offense and get your heartbreak kids thing going back again.
Heartbreak kids. I appreciate the faith, Coach, but if I'm gonna play QB at the next level, seems like leaving now is my only shot.
That's probably true.
Wow. I did not expect all this to come to a head so soon.
Well, anything you need, just call. And when those NFL coaches come calling, trust that I'll have your back.
I'm not sure what's more strange, that interaction or the general cleanliness of this apartment.
Cupcake.
So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me. I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. No, this cannot be. And I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, baby.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
With as much adrenaline as I have coursing through my veins right now from trying to find my cleats, there's no way I don't beat the combine record. I'll tell you what, I'll be even faster. Just watch.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ.
His face is a little...
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids. An intriguing draft prospect, to say the least.
26.
We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine. Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Osmond. Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure. And we're back in the fourth round of the draft. The talent herd is beginning to thin, but there are still some real studs out there.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete.
I'm totally ready for this. I'm ready. Let's go.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind game over. This is the player card. Here, this is your development trait. Superstar.
You got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back. Did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief. Loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm out the chain. I'm out. Eyes like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act? I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
You were a day 3 pick in the draft, so you had to wait your turn to make your mark in the NFL.
Good card.
I kept telling myself that things would work out if I worked hard and helped my team improve. I caught a break early on. One of the starters took me under his wing during training camp, and I definitely needed someone looking out for me because the NFL is so much different than college. He said I had the right attitude and was looking forward to seeing me at practice. The encouragement gave me a boost and made me even more determined to show the team what I was capable of.
All right, man, eyes up, eyes up. Take a look what we got here. Let's remember what we're running here, okay? The offense hasn't seen this all season. We're gonna get at it. Execute your assignments and it'll be a party in the end. Hey man, listen, great job today. It's a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're gonna be just fine. Hey man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You've taken the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. More steps ahead, so you gotta keep it up. All right, man, let's go. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Championship teams have one thing in common. great practice habits. Today was a great practice. And if we do that every day, there's no reason we can't win a championship.
I felt really good about my first few practices, and I was confident that Coach felt the same way when he called me into his office. It had been a long, hard road to this point, and there was still a lot of ground to cover. But I slept well that night knowing that I had a future in the league.
Green Bay is a tough task, but we're up for it. Tough task, but we are up for it.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's week 2 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns offense getting ready for their first drive as they will do so behind their quarterback in his 3rd year now from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Gain of 13 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI call at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 yards there, just like last play. So first and goal from the 9-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. And again, it's Mayfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Aaron Jones.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here. Go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. that one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Rodgers pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Funches with a catch over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
That's another.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry...
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Grant Delpit in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Good for a green.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
4-yard line.
Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. There to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that
he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Number 33, Aaron Jones, the ball.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Andrew Sendejo.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner?
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
It's third down.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 13 yards out. And the Browns get a score closer.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Williams to return. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice carry there of 15 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And let's look at their The Browns drive about to get started. Play fake. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Kevin King with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Not my play,
So
really.
there's 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things. We change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds.
You do something. I gotta get my guy ready. I can't. Crap.
Inside the 30.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Aaron Jones.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Browns, no problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd
So
down.
line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Please
and they're going to have this across midfield and inside
you like
the
what you see?
A gain there of 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
27-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. So we reach halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Love with a give to Dillon. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The ball carrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead can slip away quickly.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
2nd down. Love. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 4 at the Browns' 41-yard line.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Dillon. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Packers! Equanimous St. Brown, 35 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
Kadero Hodge has it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And the
well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
The ball carrier.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back to throw here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 19-yard line.
Running the toss here to Dillon. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Love. A throw caught by Kumaro. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down.
25-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A.J. Dillon.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to Dillon on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Irvin on the draw. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Working out of the gun. Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Love from the gun. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
1st down, Love to pass. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tyler Ervin taking it in. And the Packers continue to roll.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
12 Hilliard on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D, what?
Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say sorry and let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, out the asylum. Was a fateful mistake cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. They don't know my name.
Welcome back, all of our viewers, to historic Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're in the third quarter now with the Packers in possession of the football. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score. Packers
setting down to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Dontrell Hilliard. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. He's going up top for Taylor. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Intended for
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Taywan.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Austin.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Back now at Lambeau. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, team put 70. I actually saw it happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now it's Dillon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And goal. They'll run it. This is Urban. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Williams now on the return. And they're going going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We've got a lopsided game here. Which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance. Where they took control of this game. How they've managed to keep control of this game. And then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and
Love from the gun on third down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
at the 44-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Irvin. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
The 21-yard line.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a second down throw for Love here. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 21 yards away. And the Packers are pouring it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield and pull.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor. 55 yards. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Williams to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
2nd and 9. At the 34-yard line.
They run once more with Dillon. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love making the catch is Sternberger. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Right back to Irvin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, Love. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like that? Give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tim Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Will Redmond. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
After the game, my mentor grabbed some time with me. One thing I learned about the NFL immediately was after one game ends, the true pros start focusing on recuperation and prep work for the next game. So that's what I did. It wasn't glamorous, but all the work I put in behind the scenes led to future success.
All right, fellas, listen up. We talked about this all week. This league has too many good teams for us to win games with average performance. Man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah, I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end.
At the end of the year, I met with Coach to talk about how my season on the practice squad had gone. Little did I know I was going to end up having to make a career-altering decision. It was discouraging to hear that Coach didn't know when my time would come, but I was convinced that in time, I would prove that I was worthy of becoming a starter.
No, just put more work. Put in more work. That's
Next up, we've got a guy who's finally getting his chance to step back into the spotlight, really for the first time since his illustrious college days, as one half of everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids. I watched him play all the way back in his high school days when the Heartbreak Kids hype was at its peak, and let me tell you, this kid can play. Unfortunately, he's hit quite a few roadblocks throughout his young career. Now keep in mind, he didn't play high school football until his junior year.
When I used to dream of getting my big break in the league, getting promoted by a new coach trying to shake up his roster wasn't even on my list. I was glad to take the opportunity. I was so grateful that Coach believed in me enough to give me the opportunity to try to turn things around for the team. I've been waiting for the chance to make a splash and prove I belonged in the NFL. I was feeling pretty good. I knew I had earned my opportunity to make my first regular season start. But as you would expect, I started to feel those nerves yet again. Guess who was there for me? Hearing that from one of our best players was encouraging. If he had nerves before his first game, it was reasonable that I would too. Plus, it was clear that he wasn't concerned with how it would impact me.
day. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Nick Foles and the Bear offense about to be on display for the first time. Foles, the veteran, drafted in the 3rd round back in 2012 out of Arizona. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 86 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Foles. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They'll run for it with Montgomery. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. David Montgomery. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Odell Beckham, incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Nick Foles sack. A fumble.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
A first down there on a pickup of 25. So, CD, a change at quarterback here as we move into the second half of the year. And look, let's face it, this is a franchise that's starting to rebuild a bit right now. It was time for a change, so they'll hand things over to the youngster, guy who's been around for a couple of years now, and he's going to get a big test in this one.
And, Brandon, we have to remember, he didn't take a snap in year one, but he spent the season.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
It's a gain of 5.
On second down, Montgomery.
At the 5.
And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and...
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Second and 9 at the 17-yard line.
On second and 9, Foles. He's going to look deep here for Ward. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And here's another interception.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to
time to learn and mess around.